Hello and Namaste. Welcome to the 7th chapter of our workshop on Divine Breath. In this chapter, we will be learning about Sage Patanjali. Why Sage Patanjali? Because he is the guru of yoga, of modern day yoga, I would say. Now, this modern day yoga was formed around 5,000 years ago. So we need to learn about how and what or who is Sage Patanjali. We know him as an exponent of modern day yoga. He taught us how to do the asanas. He gave us the eightfold steps of learning yoga called the Ashtanga yoga. But apart from that, who was Sage Patanjali? In the Patanjali Charitam, it is said that Patanjali was an incarnation of the Adisesha or the snake Ananta. It was when he was supporting, because we see Ananta supporting Lord Vishnu while he is resting. And there was one time when Shiva was performing Tandava. And during that time, that vibrations, the immense vibrations and the energy that was coming and emanating from Shiva was rhythmically corresponded by Vishnu. Even he started becoming heavier and heavier, and he becomes so heavy that at a point Ananta could no longer hold him. Fortunately, Shiva stopped the Tandava and Ananta was saved. But then he came to a question, as in, why Lord Vishnu started vibrating at the same frequency as Lord Shiva? He said, I want to learn this. And that is when Vishnu granted him the boon, saying, okay, you will be born as a human and you will learn about all this. And not only learn that, you will also teach others about it. So then he was born as a snake, and then eventually he became a half snake, half human form who taught people about yoga. But before he taught people about yoga, what did he learn? His interest was in music and dance. He learned it so well that there are so many mudras in dance, in Indian classical dance, that are formed or designed by Sage Patanjali. He was a master of music. He was a master of dance. He went ahead and he said, this is one aspect. This is relating to the heart. Now I want to learn something which is relating to the brain. So he started learning about grammar. He became a master at it, and he has written a lot of text on grammar. Again, he said, now I've done the heart and the mind aspect. I want to work on what happens when the heart and mind is balanced. He said, I have to learn about what happens to the human body. He learned that, and he is one of the authors of the Charak Samhita. Charak Samhita is our ancient text on Ayurveda. It has been written by a lot of doctors over a long time. He was one of them. So Sage Patanjali worked on body. He did Ayurveda. He taught Ayurveda. He worked on the heart, dance and music. He did grammar, so that is mental. So he worked on all these three aspects. He was a master of them. And then he did yoga. And you know what interesting? He even mentions it in the Yoga Sutra. He says the first Yoga Sutra is, and then yoga. He says, after all this is achieved, you do yoga. And in that he gave us 8 aspects, 8 steps to follow. What are these 8 steps? If you go and you check, he says there is yam, niyam, there is asana and pranayama, which are one part, meaning these are the far part, wherein you are performing something, wherein you are doing something. And the other 4 are the ma part, where you are taking a journey within. In these 4 parts, which are pratyahara, dharana, dhyan and samadhi. So these are your internal journey, that's your going within. When you do the fa and the ma balance is when you achieve a 0 point, wherein you become one with your creator. So he taught us these things, and what happens when you do yoga? It is said that your energy starts from your base. So there's a kundalini energy. In there is a serpent-like coil there. And when your energy rises, this serpent travels up, and when it reaches your crown chakra, it becomes a 1,000-petaled flower, a blooming flower. And when your energy reaches the crown chakra and it blooms and becomes one with the cosmos, is when you will achieve anything and everything that you desire for. So if we want to achieve anything and everything in life, we need to learn from sage Patanjali. We need to learn what he taught us. And we need to energize this chakra energy and make it flow. The easiest way to do that? Of course, breath. Because that's what we have been given. That's what you have with you all the time. You have to work on it and you have to take benefit from it. Thank you.